Hello, good people. How are you doing? It's the 21st day of July, and again, I'm just coming from church. And today, our Reverend Jaylene Henry, taught us something that I think if it resonates with you the same way it has resonated with me, then it might even change your life or change your perspective about stuff, about what you think about where your life is heading to. Remember the last week we talked about legacies, bringing out the story about John the Baptist. So today I'm going to take it a notch higher, and this time round we are going to talk about plans, your plans. Actually, the Reverend gave the message Plan A and Plan B, and she started by asking a question. She asked, have you had plans for your life, and have those plans ever been interrupted? And being interrupted means that whatever you expected to do, you are not able to do it for one reason or the other. Maybe you wanted to go somewhere and then something came up and you did not go. And she was like, how do you take that? And she gave an illustration, and I'm going to top that up with some other examples. And in the life of Jesus, you look at the plans that he had and where the interruptions came from and what he did about those interruptions. I mean, look at it. They are moving, they are walking, they are traveling in a boat, and then a wave comes and they are almost capsized, and the disciples wake him up, and what does he do? He calms the storm. Okay, he is preaching to people, to the great multitude. Remember the sermon in the mountain? And then from nowhere, these people need to be fed. That was not in his plans. Those were not the plans that he had organized. They just came up. And then he's moving, talking to the people, preaching, and then somebody touches the hem of his garment. By the way, today I've learned that it is not only one person who touched the hem of the garment. I don't know whether you are aware of that. It's not just the lady who had the problem with the bleeding. So many other people touched his hem. But those are the things that you learn when you go to fellowship and listen to other people. But that's beside the point. So what comes out is that you might have your plan A, and then interruptions do come. But what if these interruptions were meant to be? What if the things that you think are interruptions in your life and things that you think have come to derail your process, what if they are still within the master plan of the Maker? Because that's the message that I've learned today. That you might think that things that are coming to your life are disrupting you, and they are making you miss the plot, they are making you miss whatever you wanted to do. But what if all these things that you think are interruptions, what if they are the main plan or the Maker for your life? And those interruptions should not come out to be seen as things that are interfering with your lives, but instead they should come out to be things that God wants to bring to your life. So instead of you despairing and losing hope, I mean, when Jesus is faced by a storm, he calms it. And today we sing about how this great guy can even nature listens to him. When Jesus is met with people who needs to be fed, instead of him telling people to go away, he seizes the moment. And then we are here always talking about this person who multiplied the fish and the bread. When we hear about the lady who touched the hem, instead of him just ignoring it, that when she has been healed, he seizes that opportunity to tell us that there is power in him that we can call to, and so we can get our healing. What if you can do the same with your situations? That when you're faced by complications in life, when you're faced by interruptions, take them on the chin, take them to be something positive, make lemonade out of it. I mean, the Englishman says when you're given a lemon, make lemonade out of it. So make lemonade upon the situations in your life that do come up. Maybe you wake up early in the morning, you want to go to work and you have a flat tire. Instead of you starting to complain, maybe it's God who is preventing you from meeting an accident ahead. You know, you want to go to college and for some reason you fail in 1 or 2 and you have to rewind and you have to take an extra year before going to college. Instead of you taking that as a negative, maybe it's God who is directing you towards a different path. You might even find yourself not even going to do that same course that you wanted to do maybe the year later. Why? Because God had seen that if you follow this route, if you go into this class, then you'll miss it. I mean, these are just examples, and in your life, just focus. Whenever you find things that are coming out as interruptions, instead of taking them to be things that you need to conquer or to get out of your way so that you can go back to what you are doing, what if that was the main thing for that day and for that moment? So that is what is taking me ahead today, that there are things that have happened in my life and sometimes I despair, sometimes I ask God, why do you allow such a thing to happen to me? And now today I've learned that maybe it's not God just allowing these things to happen. They were the main thing that was supposed to happen. And I'm supposed to take advantage of that and advantage of that opportunity so that I can make do with what I have and I can do right in the world. I hope I've talked to somebody. I hope if you're going through a situation, maybe it's not right to think of how you can get out of it. Maybe it's an opportunity for you to make lemonade out of it. God bless you. Have a lovely week ahead. This is the last one. This is the last week of July. Wherever you are in the world, God bless you, and talk to you later. Bye bye. Oh, may the peace that surpasses human understanding be with you in all and everything that you do. God bless you.